Hi everyone, Tiffany here. So welcome to my quilting live. Today's angle is just a little bit different because I'm in a lot of pain. Well, my face is just going to stay pain today. I'm hiding my true pain, guys. So I'm using my husband's computer. I can kind of see the comments from where I am, but I'm going to be free motion quilting. And I didn't get everything ready. I was trying to get his computer situated. But I wanted it to be able to where you guys can see what I'm quilting in this area, as best as possible. So, hi Suburban Hillbilly, hi Diane, hi Sonia. So, I didn't even get everything ready. I have to change out my walking foot for my free motion quilting foot. So, we'll get that situated. I can kind of see the screen from where I am. I have it really close to the sewing table so that way I can view all this. But I wanted you guys to be able to watch. I didn't even want to do any sewing today, but I need to get some stuff done. So I figured I would at least help ease you guys' feelings on free motion quilting. Make it a little bit easier for beginners, I guess, to understand or where to move and how to move. Oh my goodness, if I get this screw in, my hands aren't working just as well as everything else. There we go. It's very hard today. Hello, Ramona. So I hope this is a good angle. I think I'm going to tilt it just a little bit more to the side as soon as I get this other screen going so that I can just at least see a little bit better from close up, because I'm not blind, I just can't see. The screen is so small. The screen's not small, but the writing is in the little corner on a laptop. It's a little bit different. So let's just go right there. That's a little bit better. I hope the glare from the light on the machine isn't going to block you guys from seeing what I'm doing here. So make sure this is just a little bit tight. All right, so what I'm going to do is, here's my Kiki's quilt. You guys remember, this wasn't even supposed to be today's project, by the way. I was supposed to come back yesterday, but I did my injection yesterday, which killed me. So I decided just to lay down and stay down because my leg went dead from doing the injection, and I said, screw it, I will do more on Sunday. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to probably pull this up higher to the top, or at least somewhat close. We'll turn it sideways. And I don't even have anything over here holding this up on the table. I gotta put an ironing board over here, unfortunately, to hold this up. The cool thing about the table is that the ironing board can go up here and be my extra table to hold the quilt weight. Okay. All right, so let's see. Is this the cat's quilt? Yes, this is the kitty's quilt. And I'm just going to do some simple free motion quilting to give you guys the general idea that the simplicity of some free motion quilting makes all the difference. So, let's get to it. My brain is not working like you guys would think. Today is, like I said, it's been a bad day. Very bad and lots of pain. And most of you probably understand just the same. And obviously the angle, like I said, I look horrible. So that is why you guys are not seeing my face today. All right, I'm going to just start right here since this, remember I never tacked these down. So they're still open. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here to this corner Hope you guys can even see. Oh, it seems so bright. I don't even know how to turn the light off. How do you turn the light off? I don't even think you can. If I did that, you could see better. Look at that. How do I block my light? Piece of paper. Why not? Let's see if that helps. Hello, Tracy. I'm going to try something because I want you guys to be able to see, and I can see just fine. Is that better? Oh yeah, now you guys can see. I put a piece of paper in there. All right. So I'm going to start right here on this intersection right here. I wish it was a little bit closer. And I'm going to take my needle, put it down, and pull it up. And then lift my press foot. Oh, it's been cut. My last cut was a cut off. So I like my top thread on the top when I start free motion quilting. I'm going to take a couple stitches right here. And I did not change any of the settings on my machine. I am just pulling my needle or my bobbin thread to the top. Everything else I have left it just the way it is because when you free motion, you're actually moving the quilt. So technically you're adjusting your own settings on your machine. Hello, Vicky. Hi, Teresa. So sorry my Sew Sunday is so late and today you guys are not seeing my horribly in pain face. I'm trying to be like, I'm a happy, bubbly person normally, but not today. I am, but not. My face does not have those happy, bubbly expressions on it. So, alright. So I have my thread to the top, and I am wearing my protective gloves that are protecting my hands from turning any redder than they already are. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly come from right here, and I'm going to arch up towards me to the center, okay, between both sides of this block. So I'm just going to slowly do that. My sew is probably different than your guys' sew. So I'm at the center. And this is how I'm going to trim this thread real quick because it's tacked down. And while I'm right here in the center, I'm going to go ahead and make a loop towards me. And I should have put the camera on this other side. I'm like looking and all I see is blockage. So, should I move the camera, guys, to behind me? Or is this good enough angle? Because I don't think you can see what I'm doing. I thought this would be a good angle. Let me know. I'll move it because for some strange reason it doesn't seem close enough. See how far I can go. Oh, I'm on my husband's laptop and it doesn't charge like any other laptop. Okay. Let's see this angle. Is that a better angle? There we go. That's good. All right. So now you guys are kind of on the left of me. So I'm hoping you can tell what I'm doing. I'll keep the quilt down and not bunched up so much so you can see my area. I didn't think about this ahead of time before I started doing anything. I just kind of came in here and said, let's go live. All right, so I already made that one arch. Hi, Jeanette. Do you see now? Much better? All right, so I made an arch right here to the middle of the block. And now I'm going to take and I'm going to come up and make like a teardrop and then come back down. And I'm going to kind of go too far into the middle but come up towards the middle of the block. So I got a teardrop, and I'm kind of in the middle of the block now, almost center, because you'll see where I'm getting at here. Come to a point, and then coming back down. I don't know, you guys can't even see that either. Oh, my goodness. And now I'm going to take, and I'm going to go another arch right at the edge. I'm going to try to match it to the other arch. So now I have arches. And now I'm going to come on this top, along this side now, which would be the top of the quilt. And I'm going to arch it this way, stop in the middle, come up, stop in the middle, and I'm going to do another teardrop coming up towards the other teardrop in the middle. And this is going to be kind of hard because it's a little tricky being on the edge of a quilt, so that's why they say it's good to have extra backing and batting, you know, so that you have room to have hands to grab. So I kind of come from the front side, holding the fabric. I come to the middle. And that arch looks horrible right now, but you'll see in a second. Let me turn this actually out of the way. Since I'm working this way, I might as well. I think it would have been nice if I lifted my foot presser gauge. That would be my problem this whole entire time. Now I'm going to come up, meeting at that teardrop tip, and I'm going to come back down, completing my teardrop, down to that center, and then I'm going to take my arch to the other corner. And then again, turn the quilt. You don't have to turn it every time, but for beginners, I would recommend turning it every time. And if you guys start wiggling, it's because the stand is right next to my ironing board. Now I'm going to arch back this way. I'm not arching my arch too high. That one's staying low. It's a teardrop that's coming up that's going to go high. And I'll take it off so you guys can see what it looks like as soon as I get through it. Oh, and I lost my thread. Didn't even notice that. It's good to have your fingers chopped on your glove so that you can actually adjust and play with thread when you need to. So you can thread things. Makes it easier. A little easier, I should say. It's not foolproof. And this needle threads from the front. It's kind of hard to thread a needle when you have shaky hands, too. Alright, let's see. I lost it on that arch right there. So I'm going to come back to it, pull my thread to the top, which is hard to do when you trim your thread. There's one thing about free motion quilting. I do not suggest thread trimming with the thread cutter. Anchor that down real quick. Right to the side. Hello, Michelle. I just saw you were there. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to come back where I said I was going to go. My arch to the middle of the block. Come up with a teardrop. Come back down. It's almost like a candle, actually. Like a candle flame. Probably what it should be called. Not a teardrop. An arch to that next corner. Now you can turn it if you want to stay straight, but I'm just going to start arching to the middle. And then I'm going to do my teardrop on this side. Coming to the middle. And then come around to that corner. And now just because it's tied off, bring my thread up just so I can show you guys where we're at. I'm going to bring my thread to the top right here. I like to have a longer tail. Snip it. I don't even know how well you're going to be able to see this. It's white thread. So it arches right here, and then it comes up and back like a flame almost, but it's considered a teardrop, and then arches all the way around. You see that? So I made them all meet in the middle. It looks really cool, actually. So normally you can actually go from block to block doing this by starting at one side, come do your arch, come to the next one, do your arch, your teardrop, come to the next one, teardrop, arch. You know what I mean? You can go from one to the next, the next, the next. So I'll show you that because it doesn't matter. I'm just working on this. I'll go from here all the way down to the other side. I'm going to bring my thread back to the top. Hold my thread tails, drop my needle. The cool part is I have a needle up and down button, so I just press it a couple times to lock the stitch. And I'm going to arch, come to the middle, echo around the flame or just around everything. Cut that wrong thread tail off, or I'll not ever do it later. I'm going to come up here, and my teardrop, come back down, just this quilt top. How much have you missed? You haven't missed much. I just started. So once you're at this corner, you can just go straight to the next one. So you would do an arch, stop in the middle, do a teardrop that kind of comes in the middle, but that one didn't. Told you guys I'm having a bad day. Bad day. Come to the center, go to the next one, create the arch. And you guys know that I can't really touch my pedal all the way because I am on a stool and it's so hard to pretty much quilt from a stool. Make sure you're in a comfortable chair. Yes, this is the Cat's Quilt. And hello, Dewana. And arch. Coming to the next section. Arch. I try to get a good speed. It's so hard to when you're not sitting on a proper surface. Teardrop, and this is some horrible quilting, but my cat won't care. He won't care at all. And I think I had my feet dug up this whole entire time too, which would probably be another one of my problems. That teardrop looks much better. Coming to the last. And see, the cool part is when you go straight down a row, you can always come back the other way. Longer legs. Yeah, that's never going to happen. Never going to happen. I'm a shorty. Alright, so I'm going to come back the other way now. So I did a half arch, took a half block, and I'm going to come up into this side now. And then teardrop. And make sure you're constantly adjusting because you don't want to. And out of bobbin already, that quick. Because I didn't change it from the other day. That's much bobbins, but net bobbins. So for those of you who want to know, changing a bobbin casing, face it to you, put your bobbin in there, coming to clockwise, fold it down into the little loopy thing, pull it up and out. And sometimes I can get away with not pulling my little chingamabobber to get this in here and just snap it in, but sometimes I actually have to pull a little knobby thing on there. And then I cut it just a little bit so that when I close the case, it doesn't get stuck in there. I go back and find where I ran out, right there. And I trim that excess off, keeping the bobbin to the top. And then I come up. Give it a second meter or so, pulling the bottom thread up, making myself a long tail, and tack it down a few times. Pull it out of the way and take it down. And I don't keep any scissors or anything up here. Only when I'm piecing, I don't keep anything up here. I put it down to the side of me. Oh Lord, that didn't come where I wanted it. Like I said, my cat will not care. And I broke it. Oh, it's so annoying. It's frustrating too today because I'm in so much pain that when little things happen, I get frustrated. And usually I use this as my pain relief, but not today. Today is just not my day. It's so hard to thread a needle when you don't know how to use the needle threader. When your hands are shaking. Oh, it sucks. Let's go back to where it broke, drop it down, pull my little bitty thread tail up, which is so tiny, it's so hard to get. Ooh, 16 of you. See, on the computer screen, I see all sorts of stuff. There's also a way that I could actually have more than one camera, but I don't have more than one camera. But if I did, I'd be able to do it and just press a button to see different angles. And unfortunately, I don't have another camera to do all that. And I can thread again. What the heck is my problem today, guys? My machine does not like me today. This right here doesn't. It's not happy with me. Maybe it's because I can't keep a constant speed. This happens sometimes. Yep, on the Juki. See if I can. This doesn't really happen on the Juki when I free motion quilt. Sometimes it does. It doesn't help that I can't keep my speed proper because of the pain. Like, My legs dangling here off of the stool kind of causes a little bit of shivering in my legs, which makes it a little bit harder. I'm going to turn the fan on though because I'm starting to get hot in here. It's one of those days. About the shots that you can have. Supposed to be thinking about they're supposed to make it. Well, it says on the shot on the website that I have that links to everything. It says that some people get injection site pain, some people get injection site rash, some people get injection site bruising. I haven't had no rash or bruising or anything. I just have the severe pain. But when I did my stomach, it wasn't as bad. But doing my legs, it was actually way worse on my legs. Well, one leg didn't go numb. It just hurt like a son of a bitch. Like super, super duper bad. But my other leg yesterday, last night's shot on my left leg went completely numb. I did, however, do it right above, within, it says to do it within 2 inches of tattoos and scars, and I kind of am screwed on that part because I have a lot of tattoos, and you guys all know that. So I try to do it 2 inches away from a tattoo, but 2 inches away from a scar that's next to a tattoo. And the scar is where I have a severe nerve damage and missing muscle on one of my legs where it was cut out. So I tried to go like 2 inches above it so that it wouldn't, bother me, but it ended up bothering me and causing my legs to go numb. So I will, Vicky. I've been laying down on the couch all day, so kind of this is just a little good change for me to do just a little bit. Say hi to everyone. I just don't want you guys to see my crybaby face because I literally can't hold it back. It's so hard. It is horrible. So, yeah, I'm just doing this to, I don't know, feel somewhat okay. Because quilting is my thing. Not right now, it is, because what the heck is wrong with this thing? Hold on, I'm going to put my good section real quick. Unthread the machine. Rethread the machine. Sorry, I'm not looking at the comments. Hold on, you guys. 2 seconds. This is not normal today. Not tension. It's just today. It's just the thing, because the tension is perfectly fine on the back. I don't know. Oh, I will, Teresa, at pill time. Tonight is 10, so it's almost there. It's only 9:21 right now. Okay, let's see what happens now. Rethreaded the machine. Sometimes that helps. The problem. It also helps I had my foot on the pedal properly. But yeah, I have no fat. That's what one thing one of my friends asked me yesterday. She says, well, why can't you do like your butt cheeks or the back of your arms and stuff like that? She messaged me on Messenger after talking on Facebook, and I was like, well, I have no fat on my body. I have no butt left. 90% of whatever was muscle is fat, but it's actually saggy skin. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's just saggy skin, so it's gonna burn. Like back here, this is just saggy skin. There's no muscle left. It's not really fat either. It's literally loose skin. So if I pinch the skin, put the needle in, let go of the skin, and then inject this, like this much stuff to where it leaves a big lump in it, yeah. It seems like it's gonna just do the same thing as my legs, honestly. It's just gonna hurt. Yeah, I think the reason why my belly didn't hurt is because my belly has a little bit of chunk going on to it, I guess. I don't know. It bloats up, so it's hard to tell if it's fat or if it's just bloating. Okay, that one's done. Alright, I'm gonna turn it this way. Yeah, it's the same. It's like cancer meds again. It's the same thing as my last medication for the MS. It's like cancer meds. The ingredients are pretty much the same thing. And back to where I was. And go down this top, which is a little bit harder. Pretty much. Either change the direction it's coming off the spool or put it in the fridge. Change the direction it's coming off the spool. Ow. I don't know, it's doing good now. Let's see how long it lasts. It'll do good until I say something. Watch. Oops. I didn't mean to hit the... Sorry about that. There you go. Every time I hit the camera, it knocks it out of focus. Fire. Don't put it in my butt, it would be fire. I'm going to try my butt cheek next, actually, just because... My problem is that I can't hold my foot on the pedal properly. Is why I'm having issues. Like, most likely. Most likely. When I get to corners like this, I come up this way, into the middle, make my mark, and then I come over. Mine's on a stool that my son made me. And no matter what the way I put it, it just seems like not hitting it properly. Sorry, my tension decided to go off anyway. I was messing around, rethreading, and playing with it. That's my problem. I don't want to see eyelashes on the backside. So it's good to check. Oh, and now I'm seeing more. That's right there. I don't know, it's probably always the thread. The thread is always my problem. On this machine, I never usually have issues when I'm free motion quilting with this brand. is for my cat. It's not gonna matter. I like to just peek underneath, look at the tension, and now it's better. Okay, good. Finally. Hi, Susan. No, he won't mind, and he has no claws, so he can't pick them either. So if there's something on the back side and he ends up laying on the back, he won't be able to pick anything, which is kind of funny because I can just see that now when cats with their claws, because it's a string and they want to play with string. So if there's a loose string, kitty cats are going to want to take their nails and try to get underneath it, or their claws, not nails, whatever, you know what I'm saying. It's kind of funny. Mine doesn't have any, so he's an indoor cat, so he has no front or back claws. Doesn't stop him from scratching on a scratching post or digging, though. He still does all that kind of stuff, just like any other animal. So how's everybody's weather today? Vicky said that she's having a snowstorm right now. I would die if I had to live through a snowstorm. I can't do that. Not me. No way. It's cold here, but it's not that cold. It's probably like 48 tonight because it was really, really, really windy all day. See, I just needed to rethread it and adjust my tension. Everything's going good now. Excuse me. Told you guys, for some strange reason, I have a feeling that I'm not going to be getting any better anytime soon while being on my new meds. I did read that it says when you start while sick and stuff or any kind of infection in your body that you have less chances of developing the immunities to clear the infection up. And since I did have an infection and still do, I started my pill, obviously. It's probably not going to get any better anytime soon. So if you guys see, this is all I'm doing is I'm kind of making my way around. Almost like dot-to-dot quilting when you have small 2-inch squares and you put them around all the way. This is kind of what it's looking like, minus the fact that some of my little pieces aren't going to the middle because, well, I messed up a couple. They're not perfect. So I'm just going to do this all over the whole entire quilt because my kitty ain't going to care. I'm going to try to get them right, though. So these halfway look nice. When you're moving, you quilt faster than your needle can quilt it. It's usually on the back on a curve. Yep, it's usually on the back. And then on the front, if tension is messed up, you'll notice, let's see, where was it that the tension was messed up? Somewhere right here. Skip stitches are usually something that happens, and I didn't think it happened, but it might have. I'm looking just to see. Oh, here we go, right here. Let's see if you guys can see this while I'm still attached. See this right here? The stitches aren't going in and connecting. Oh, you can see it right here in this blue. It's like they didn't go all the way down or come back up like they were supposed to, so you can see that it kind of sticks out. That's where the tension was messed up. So it means either the bottom tension was, the top tension, they weren't butting up. The top tension wasn't going down and pulling the bottom up enough for the bottom to pull the top back down into the center, so it was meeting on the top of the top. So when I adjusted that tension, it took it away, and now they're meeting like they're supposed to in the middle so that they sit flat. So sometimes you can tell just by looking at the top if the tension is off. I hope that made sense. When I don't feel good, I have a hard time making sense of things or sounding clear and smart. Now I'm going to turn this whole thing, come down this next side. Good night, Duana. I didn't see that you were leaving. See you next time. The back. It's right here. I don't know if you can tell, but see their eyelashes sticking up? And then you can tell where I finally adjusted it, where it's finally sticking down. If you move it right about here, they start hooking on the back side. You see that? So right here is where they're sticking up a little. You can even see it right here. See it right there. They're sticking up in that curve. And then you come down to this next one where I adjusted it just a little bit more, and now they're sticking. Took a second, but it's there now. Come right here, my teardrop. Come into this corner. Now I'm going to start coming down this other side. And I'm going to show you for small rope machines, we're going to put all this right in here. Just going to shove it in there. So if your rope is even smaller, you could shove it all in there for this simple of a design. You could fit it all in there. This one's just a little bit bigger. But I just try to keep at least where my hand is going to be flat, you know? So I just push it in and it stays. They also have little clip things that you can get. Normally I wouldn't be from this angle, but I'm at least just getting it done. I started on the wrong corner. I just hold it out of the way and go. Just pretty much a lot of bouncing. This is probably the easiest one for beginners to do, is the bouncing back and forth. Just a curve. If you want to just start with a curve from the top, arching to this side, practice the arching first and get that motion down, you know, so you go around the block, come over this way, get this side, come around, go over this way, and the only thing you have to finish all the way around is the outer edge. So you can start from one side, make your way all the way around from corner to corner, creating an arch. I'm on the wrong side, but obviously I'm showing you guys that you can fit anything in if you have to. King sizes and queen sizes are a little bit more on the challenging side, but you can make them work. But any way to accentuate a block, this is probably the easiest. And I kind of just shove and go a little bit more. When someone has a free motion quilter for a while, they don't think it's very hard, but when you first start, you have no idea what it's supposed to do. Yep. When you first start, you put that pedal to the metal like you're used to when you're piecing, like I do. Your first step was when I first started, I know that it was like, I would press it so hard that I would get a tangle, or my, you guys can't see up here on my thing, but the lever that goes up and down that pulls the thread, it would spin around that somehow from going too fast, and then I'd get a tangle and a knot, and oh my god, it would be so horrible. And then you don't understand when you first start how fast or slow you can go. Like you're used to, like when you draw with a pen or a pencil, you go pretty darn quick, but on this, you have to slow down or speed up with the machine. So if your needle is going up and down really fast, then you should be moving faster than when it's going up and down really slow, or else you're going to have really, really tiny stitches if you go super duper slow, and you'll never be able to pick them out. And if you're going super duper slow, but you're moving the quilt too fast, you're going to have really wide stitches, and well, then they're not going to stay very well. So you gotta, that's one thing you do need to learn when you're free motion quilting in the beginning, is to learn how fast your machine is going and how fast you're moving your quilt top, so that you can come up with the best speed between both of them to get that perfect stitch every time. Kind of making these look like little flames, because they're not meeting in the middle like my original. So that's okay. See, I have the whole quilt now shoved up in here, and I can still move it around, you know what I mean? As long as you're keeping your hand holding that flat, you know, on the outer side. But you don't have to do it this way. You can start from the middle and work your way out, which is probably the best way to do it. Where did that do her 1/4 inch seam? This thing that literally took one stitch at a time. Yikes, it's gotta take forever. It's scary, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. If you don't try it, you will never learn. So try it on a simple 1 yard. Yeah, you can do an all, what is it called? Just a solid piece of fabric, little throw quilt, you know, just to practice. Or use a bunch of scraps. I practiced on scraps when I first learned. And when I think of something new, I always practice them on my, what I call my practice quilt, which you guys have seen. Grab it out so I can actually show you guys up close now that we're in here. You guys have never actually been able to see really, really close up on this thing. So when you're practicing things, like here's a meander. These are like, some of them are from a long time ago. Some of the things on here more recent. But you can also start with, let's see if you can see this, free motion quilting straight lines. So there's thread all over the place, sorry. Or when you're ready to start swirls, you can just take little 10-inch squares and start practicing little swirls. And then when you think that you're getting better, I don't recommend for beginners, because but you can start feathers. There's a really big feather that I tried to fill the whole block with. So it goes all ways, you know. And then You can try, when you're doing your lines, you can try stuff like this, swirling in and out of them. Try to keep it consistent following your foot of your ruler. And it's not about being brave or not. And then if you want to just start in the middle and work your way out, you can do stuff like this. Just a whole entire square swirl, which I actually like. I like the look of this. Filling the whole block with a whole solid swirl. And then these I love. This is practicing getting it right. So you do a straight line, you do a loop. And then you take the next loops the next way over. So you kind of alternate the looping and the swirling. It's not very hard. This one's actually kind of fun, but it's really tiny, so the little movement is a little bit slower. And then another favorite is paisleys, echoed paisleys. I kind of make mine look like leaves a lot of the time, where they come off of a straight line, and then I do a couple, and then make another line and keep going with them. And then, let's see, what else we got on here? I tried a flower wreath in the beginning, or a feather wreath. Feather wreaths are actually kind of hard. And then I echoed around it, obviously, to fill the rest of the block. Let's see, what else we got on this thing that I could show you. Hearts with echoes around them. So you just follow around, do a heart, and then echo around that heart. Yes, around, starting in the middle and working your way out is the best way to do it. But if you're just doing a little simple thing, here's one that's simple for beginners. I could show you guys this one day. With a free motion foot, no rulers involved. So you would do a line, turn it into a square, follow that square around, up, down, all around, in and out of each other. It gives a lot of texture, definitely a lot of texture. And this is no rulers involved. This is what you can just do by eye, following it around. I've always sucked at my swirlies. One thing I really suck at, I don't know why, I just cannot do them for the life of me. It's a little back, Angela Walters teaches how to do these, and I, for the life of me, just cannot get them, ever. I don't know, it's the easiest one, too. You would think it would be, but not for me. Here's some more, they're really, really lousy. I don't know why I can't get them correct. Let's see, what else we got on here? Little dinky feathers? How about that? That's hard. Taking the little dinky feather and filling the whole block. So you're pretty much, on a big quilt, it would be bigger, obviously. So you would start in one side. You would draw your spine, however you want it, and then you would fill the whole thing in with feathers, going one way and then coming up around in the loop and to the side and all around. Let's see, what else do we have in this one? Oh, wood grain. I don't know how well you can see it because I've noticed that these little cherry fabrics are hard to tell. So this one is wood grain. So it comes in here, makes things, and it goes from side to side. It's hard to see. That's wood grain. Here's little itty bitty flowers. These are fun to do also. So again, it's that straight line. You do a straight line, and then you make 3 loops on one side, 3 loops on the other. Once you come to the middle, you keep going with your line. And you make 3 loops, come to the other side, 3 loops, hit that center again, and keep going. And you offset them as you go so that they end up off. Let's see. Crappy swirlies again. Large meander. We got, let's see, more swirlies. There's more swirlies right here. These are more an elongated swirly, and big swirlies mixed with little swirlies. Oh, here's the echoed loops, double circles with singles, which take you to the next one. So you follow around, you make a hoop, echo the hoop again, and when you get to the end, make swirlies on your way to the next one. And then loop, loop, loop 3 times. Hello, Pamela. Well, yeah, you got to remember, Pamela, I'm on Sundays. Usually every Sunday is a Sew Sunday, no matter what. But you are not seeing my face today because I am sick. Yeah. And then here's another way to practice swirlies, is in a line, but making them curved. So you would start making the curved line, do your swirly, come back up another way, do a swirly. So you make the line go side to side, but it's not straight. And they go opposite of each other. Kind of adds some texture, especially if you do it really thick. There's larger clam shells right here. And they go all sorts of different directions. And let's see, is that it? This is a clam flower. I don't know how well you're going to see this one because of the fabric. A clam shell, or I would say a teardrop. Then you come to the end and you do swirls around it. And then you echo those swirls around that. And then go to the next one. That's what that one looks like, if you could tell. And I think that's it. The rest are like large meanders and squigglies and straight lines and so on. But that's when I think of something, I quilt it on that usually. That's my idea quilt, is pretty much what I call it. Alright, let's get a little bit and I'm going to get off of here. I got a few more minutes. Yeah, sometimes my quilting looks good, or there's times like right now where it looks absolutely horrible. It just depends on the day. Today is a very bad day. Now it's all the way pushed through. I'm going to keep that area nice and flat still. Make sure you don't sew in any other areas. Make sure it's all folded out of the way, as you guys can just see right now. It almost sewed itself into the thing. That would have been a disaster pick right there. I've done it. And it's hard to pick out. Yeah, the camera shows lots of flaws. If you could see, actually from here you can see, because I'm back to where before the tension was completely perfect right here on this edge. Some of these stitches are sticking up. Like, look, I can literally pull that one up. My cat's not going to care, obviously, but that was when it would start messing up right there. And then it's back to normal again when I got it. So it happens. Just got to watch it. See, you can just adjust as you can go, but I can get a whole block done just in that little section. I would like to be able to show you guys on the smaller machine how you can get it done with the bigger quilts on the smaller machine too, you know. That'd be nice to be able to show you guys that. Because I didn't have this machine in the beginning, so I had to learn. Oops, I just realized that that was not the center of the block. I was looking a totally different way. Oh well, that one looks like it's spinning. Which is fine with me. I don't care. So because of that, I'm going to make this one go this way. I'm going to pull my bobbin thread up real quick. Even though this is the edge, but I'm showing you guys how I do it. Pull that bobbin thread to the top. Snip it. Getting stuck on something right there. Alright, so pull this out. See, this one kind of ended up really, really sloppy. But I made it work out because I made them go different ways. Oops, that was not supposed to happen, but it happened. So, they're kind of sloppy. Like I said, my cat's not going to care. They haven't been meeting in the middle this whole time. Some of them are, some of them aren't. But it's working out. Let's see, you can see it better on this black, probably. Doesn't look half bad. I mean, for me, that's kind of sloppy. This is not my normal, but then you guys know I'm in a lot of pain, so I'm making it work, though. So I'm going to stop for now, though, and I'm going to finish later because I don't really feel like it now. I came on, I said hi, I did what I had to do, and the rest I'll do later because it's time for me to take some pills and go to sleep, or at least lay down because I know I'm not going to fall asleep. My brain isn't tired, my body is. And a lot of you know what that means. When your body is wide awake, or your brain is wide awake, but your body is like, stop, lay down. So, all right. I'm hoping soon I do have to give you guys an announcement. I have designed yet another quilt. Yay! So as soon as I finish this project and get some more other quilting projects finished and I actually have time to spend for a few hours in a video, I will teach you guys it's not going to be from beginning to end, it's going to be from middle to end because you guys can just start from the beginning. Because once I teach you one thing, the rest of it kind of just falls into place. But I will show you step by step because when I design things, you guys know I like to show you step by step since I can't make a download and give it to you guys. So, but yes, I designed another quilt top. I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to put you guys in suspense on how to make something, but I'm just telling you that I designed something new. And hopefully this week I can come on and show you guys how to do that. But don't hold me to it just in case. These shots are taking the shit out of me, let me tell you. They're making me horrible. So, sorry I'm not showing you guys my horrible face today, but I love you all. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Here, you can have my dragon tattoo. Say, bye guys. Love you all. Thanks for hanging out, and I'm going to get off here and end this live stream. See you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh my god, I forgot how to do it on this. Oh, right there.